I tell people all the time that I'm the luckiest guy you've ever met. I was adopted as an infant in Chicago. My birth mother gave me up to give me a better chance at life. And I was adopted by G Guerrieri. First part of my life was as a kid in Chicago. It's where I kind of fell in love with sports. We moved to Texas when I was about 8 years old. At that point is when I fell in love with soccer. It's when I fell in love with what being a Texan is all about. I had a great family. I had people who really loved me and really cared about me. But I'd always wondered, what is my background? I've been raised as an Italian-American kid. But I never wanted to really find my birth mother while my mom was still alive. My mom, Kay, passed away in 2001, and my wife, Terry, is someone who is a lot smarter than I am, and was able to. She was the one who did the digging and the research. In those days, in the early 60s, this was a private adoption, so it was closed records. There was nothing public about it. It was all handled kind of under the table. Finally, through a lot of digging through the internet, getting into the wormhole and going really deep, is how she found Beth Hartman, who is my birth mom. When she found her, she called me immediately. I was in practice. I don't usually answer my phone when I'm in practice. I did that day. And she was, like, I found her. And I was like, and I knew who she was talking about, but I was like, who? Who are we talking about? She goes, I found your birth mother. So I was like, well, I'm in practice right now. Let me call you back. And of course, I was out of breath. She was out of breath. So fast forward a little while, we went back to visit with her and with my family. And it's the first time that I had ever been someplace to a family event that I actually looked like anybody. I'd always been with, Italian Americans who are usually a little bit shorter than I am and have better hair than I do. And all of a sudden I go in and there's all these people that, really embraced me, and they had never known anything about me. They didn't know that Beth had ever had a child. The aha moment was my uncle kind of said, I don't know why none of us knew you. You were the biggest mystery that we've ever had in our family. He goes, and then it hit me that if my mom, your grandmother, had known about you, she would have raised you right here. They wouldn't have given you up. She would have raised you right here. And here was in Mitchell, Indiana, which is a 2-stoplight town. I would have never played soccer. I would have never met my wife. I would never be here. I wouldn't have my kids. And because I'm not here, a lot of the girls who came to play for me over these years wouldn't have come here. They wouldn't have met their husbands. They wouldn't have their kids. So you kind of spiral into this, what one big decision made. So again, I'm blessed.